teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, site of the All-State Sugar Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's quarterfinal time in the CFP, and let's get it going. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Takes the handoff. It's Duggar. Eludes a tackle. Brought down, but broken tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Boy, after all the buildup and all the hype with a playoff game, you love to see the offensive line take control here on this first play. Just establish an identity. Let this defense know who they're facing.
Now it's second down here. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And that is a first down gain. Moves the ball to the 40.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Looking for his big tight end. What a catch! Brought down quickly, but it's a big gain through the air. Spot the ball at the 45.
Just another great example, Chris, of an Ohio State quarterback and receiver combination being so dangerous. Think about it, over the last 8 or 10 years, I think Ohio State has been as consistent as anybody when it comes to the passing game and the efficiency that comes with it.
Pass not complete.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He escapes the pocket. Doesn't get rid of the ball. Trapped for a huge loss. Goodness, that is usually a drive kick.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time. Allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with a first sack of the game.
So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Now on third and very long, looking to throw. Catch is made down the middle. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up.
Sometimes you find that open receiver who's short of the sticks, and you hope the run after the catch will be able to give you the first down. The defense does a good job of keeping him short of the sticks. Let's see what they do here.
The offense stays on the field in this opening drive. They'll go for it in their own territory. for a fourth down completion. He's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
Hey, I like the aggressive approach here, trying to pick up this first down, just not able to execute, and now you've given the opposing offense really good field position. Your defense better step up.
The offense gifted with great starting field position for this drive. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. First down, looking to throw the football. Catch made on the out route. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Plenty space at the 20. Touchdown, Sooners, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play, and here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on fourth down in their end and got stopped. Looking to throw it on first down. Rolling to his left outside the pocket. The senior calls his own number, picks up the first down.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Running out of time in the pocket. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Needs to be just inches short of the marker.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And the single back takes the handoff. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41. Buckeyes will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
The offense comes up with a huge gain. It looks like they're going to go up-tempo. Keep this momentum going and keep the defense as much as you can on their heels.
Second down after that run in the previous play.
That's a really good run by this offense. And Chris, here they go. Up-tempo offense looking for a first down.
The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. They're going to run it. Going absolutely nowhere to a loss of the ball. The first real speed bump of this impressive drive. Offense comes up now 2nd and 11. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. The Buckeyes looking to cash in this red zone trip. Trying to run it. It's Duggar. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. It's an out route, the catch made. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a 1st and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Touchdown, Ohio State, as they get on the board here in this playoff game. That kind of execution on a long drive, and that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do. They made it look easy.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. And the back now goes in motion. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Solid run, but with it down at the 28-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run, you can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
The back's got it. And he's tackled, but only after picking up the first down.
Chris, Oklahoma has had their run of quarterbacks and receivers in recent years, and we know they can throw the football. But anybody goes back to Barry Switzer and Bud Wilkinson, you know that Oklahoma is all about their ability to have a running game. Beautiful play right there, and I know the Sooner fans are proud of that one.
Grab down the middle. It's good. They bring him down at the 45, but a solid gain to keep this drive going. So at the end of one, we are dead even as these teams continue their pursuit of a national championship. Let's take a quick look at the game summary so far. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Incomplete. There's a marker down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. Important second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back. The sure hands. It's hard. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44.
Another Oklahoma receiver making a big-time play for this offense. Man, it just seems like over the years, so many big-time, dynamic receivers have come to Norman. Integral piece of this offense, and they get you the yards you need.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Second down, we're going to throw it. On the move now. He's going to take off. Picks it up himself and still going. They finally make the tackle, but a huge gain down to the 15.
With the defense and man coverage, nobody there to account for the quarterback. A clear path opens up, a lot of space out in front. The quarterback made the defense pay big time.
Complete. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. Handoff here from the shotgun. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Well, they've had a great rhythm throughout this drive, over 70 yards on the drive, but now an incompletion, and it brings up a big fourth down to see if they can keep this going.
So on fourth down, the decision is to trot out the field goal team. And that one's straight down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Look out, room to run here. Breaks into the clear. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Pass rush gets home.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you've got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Pressure is coming. Caught behind the line. It's Duggar. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off here. That's a nice scramble there. A big gain, but not enough for the first down.
Boy, he comes up just short of his first down, but a nice job of picking up some yards on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. In this case, it wasn't quite enough to pick up the first down, but he gives him a chance.
There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. They make the stop, but it's a big gain down to 29.
This coach isn't holding anything back today. Plenty of time left, and the confidence to go for it is very telling of the faith he has in his guys.
Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. The pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 29. Press coverage now from the secondary. The DB's backing off from the line now. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. He's got it with room to run. Touchdown, Buckeyes. A great catch and run for 6. But they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and we reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. That's reeled in. It's Hart. 0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Tough situation for the offense. Third and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, and another incompletion.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
The Sooners will come to the line, looking to keep the drive going on fourth down. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Quick throw to the left side. He's got it, enough for a first down. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
He's found some room at the 45. They finally catch the freshman after leading the defense on the chase.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Sooners starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
They're going to chuck it again. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Chris, it's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Bringing pressure. Makes the grab. Can he get there? Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
That's what I love about this running back is he's so dangerous after the catch. You know, you look at him and you think about the ability to run between tackles or even bounce it outside, and that's great. But what makes him really one of the more dangerous backs in the country is this right here. Catch the ball to the backfield, make people miss, and take it into the end zone.
So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And looking to throw now on first down. The pass rush closing in. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-holed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. They trap him for a sack.
Boy, this defense is having a game. So much pressure, so many sacks already. We're not even to halftime. The offense better do a better job of protecting, and I think the offensive coordinator needs.
He'll take a deep shot here. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat. So about 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come up on 1st and 10. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finds his man. It's Matthews. He stopped, but he gets a first down. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
So just one play, and they're just shy of midfield now. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Moves out of the pocket. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Great job by the defense bouncing back after allowing that big gain the play before. This is the type of potential momentum changer a team needs to rally from a deficit like this.
He finds some space. He's in the clear. Powering through a tackle. Again, ripping through the defense. Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play. The minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Buckeyes will kick this away to get the second half going. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They built the lead with an efficient running game. Let's see if they can take to the air now to start the third quarter. He escapes the pocket. Using his legs here. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain on that run.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time before he can get out, they keep him to a short gain.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Looking to pass here on second down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Nice grab. It's Hart. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Just much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Here's a throw underneath to the back. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Tackled there by the defense. Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Design quarterback run. And the Sooners pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. To 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Send the back in motion. First down, looking to throw the ball. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down up way.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All you can do is throw it to his back, and loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
They look to throw it here on second down. Delivers quickly to the left side. Pass is caught on a comeback route. Oh, the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Sooners.
Chris, Chris, is a great touchdown by the quarterback and receiver, but I just can't help but think this is why defensive coordinators work so hard on the pursuit drill. Better effort from the collective defense might have prevented that from being a touchdown.
And the point after is right down the middle. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Catch made on the out route. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Over the middle, but it's incomplete. Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. They're going to throw for it on third and short. With the catch, it's Duggar. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
He's running out of time here. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. Back to throw again. Delivers quickly to the left side. And the pass is incomplete. That's 3 in a row. His passing game out of sync.
Well, there aren't very many things that can get to a quarterback of this magnitude. But I think it's safe to say that good pressure by the defense can get to any quarterback.
4th and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? Back in motion now. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Incomplete. A huge fourth down stand by this defense.
Well, the ball's close to midfield, and this offense is trying to get things going here in the second half. I understand the aggressive mindset, but this one could cost them.
And the Sooners offense is back on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
Chris, the defense has got to do a better job of wrapping up the tight end there. The coach is preaching to these guys, we need more than one tackler to the ball. They caught a break there. The tight end breaks the first tackle, and they had another man there to bring him down before it could have gotten ugly.
Always looking to throw. And they've got him back there for a loss of 8. Second down play coming up for this offense. Now we run a draw play. Running through the tackle. Fights into open space. And he'll be brought down.
Great response by this offense after losing all those yards. Now they got a chance here on third down. You run the football, find a lane, pick up a good chunk, and now they have a chance here on this third and medium.
They'll keep it on the ground with the draw play. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Man, the defensive coordinator has to be fired up about this play. The thing that he has to love is that his defense and their technique was right on point. They didn't lose their leverage. They stayed with the play and didn't just go after the quarterback. I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. On the move now. Using his legs on the scramble. Left for the first, but still going. They bring him down, but it's a big play all the way to the 43. The Buckeyes looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
They stop him after a short gain. It's not a 1st down.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, but you can take advantage of it.
Coming to the line, they might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Delayed handoff. Defense stops him short of the 1st down marker, and that'll do it in the 3rd quarter of play. As we hit the quarter break, it's Oklahoma on top. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Looking to scramble. And he slings it deep back to the left side. Oh, that one's picked off. He's bringing it back. He'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. They settled for 3 last time. Let's see what they can come up with this drive. It's a quarterback keeper. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
And the wideout goes in motion. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Udo. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Well, anytime you can have a balanced attack, it's always going to help an offense. And, you know, the previous play, they're running the football. That puts a lot of pressure on the eyes of the linebackers and safeties. They start to think about defending the run, and a great job with that play-action call to get them out of position and be able to hit that for that conversion.
The catch makes it a more manageable third down. The motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Breaks an open space. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And he's got it. So the two-point try is successful, and they build the lead even further. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, and it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Moves out of the pocket. He's going to pull it down and run. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And he dumps it off to the tight end. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. The Buckeyes hustle to the line to run that hurry out.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Having a great day. But with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Well, the defense is ready for that one. Good job of being able to hold the edge to this defense, showing the speed that they needed to bring him down. He didn't get back to the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking to scramble to his left. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. The offense facing a tough conversion here. Third and long from the 42. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his back. Dumps a short throw down to the running back. Now play enough for a first down. The offense set up at the 43. Buckeyes pick up enough yardage for a first down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
Incompletion sets up a second down. From the shotgun, drops back. He escapes the pocket. He cannot escape. It's a sack. Here comes third and long. Trailing in the game. Giving up that sack earlier could prove to be decisive. And he'll drop back here on third down. The receiver grabs it. Finding some room at the 25. He make the stop, but a big play moves the ball to the red zone. The Buckeyes lining up here on 1st and 10. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play. The first real speed bump of this impressive drive. Offense comes up now 2nd and 11. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Looks left and finds his target there. They wrap it up after the completion, just short of the first down marker. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Duggar. Touchdown, Ohio State. This quarterback on fire today.
Man, I love running backs that can hurt you on the ground and through the air. The defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball, and then the speed afterwards, it's a touchdown.
PAT cuts it to a 14-point game, 35-21. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. Leaning on the run game here late. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down.
Well, this is definitely not the time to get cute as an offense and as a play caller. This defense is thirsty for any kind of big play at all to try to create a turnover. So just keep it on the ground and play smart.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Sticking with the running game. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Well, this is a huge 3rd down coming up here, and here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
So the offense faces a 3rd and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Here's the toss play now, running left. Breaks free. Here he goes. Inside the 40. They finally make the tackle, but the defense gashed by that big gainer.
Well, why not, Chris? These guys have been doing it all year. This offensive line has been a staple, and this back has the vision to be able to find that crease to get the first down, and you're that much closer to advancing.
They'll run it here. Just a small gain, looking at 2nd and 9.
In the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.